Hey, what's up, Heidi? Welcome to our tutorial on DevStack. Yeah, formerly know DevStack, but I've actually changed my YouTube channel name to Dev Precious. Alright, so that is actually my name. So yeah, a new change. So in this tutorial, we're gonna be building an API with Laravel. Then later in the next video, we're gonna be consuming with Flutter. Alright, so I'm on the Laravel page. You can see Laravel 9.9, Laravel 9. So what we're gonna do is head over and click your first project here. We're gonna set up a Laravel project. I'm just gonna set up, copy that CMD. So I'm gonna open up the terminal. I'm going to seed into my documents. Then in here, I want to create a folder called, let's say, tutorial app. So inside this tutorial app, I want to have the API and the Flutter app, so I can push both of them to GitHub, so you can see them like different folders. Right. So don't worry about this. It's a tutorial app. Then once I'm in, I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna name this todo app API. Alright, you can name it anything you want. So just go ahead and click enter. Make sure you're connected to the internet, alright? Because that's actually gonna work. Alright, so let's wait for this to finish up. Alright, and you can see now we've created a project already. So what we want to do is let's set it into, I think I call it todo app API. Alright, just gonna clear this. I'm gonna open this in my Visual Studio Code. So let's wait for this to open up. Alright, so it has opened up. First and foremost, let's head over to the env file. So here we're gonna set up our database name. So we're gonna name this todo app. Save this. Though we've created this already, we've saved this. So what we have to do is go to our PHP admin here. We have to create a new database. Alright, so by the way, I have XAMPP running already, which is that. Make sure you have Postman. So this is where you're going to be testing our API actually. Alright, so let's wait for this to load up. Alright, so let's get and click on new. So create new database. So we named it todo app, right? So todo app. Alright, good. So yeah, so it has been created already. So first one of these set up a controller. So let's get and set up a controller. So a controller is like the base of the Laravel we're going to be doing. Right, so let's go PHP make controller. Sorry, let's go ahead and make a controller. So you're going to make a controller, you're going to call it todo controller. Right, so this is going to create a controller for us, which is in this place. And I just noticed we actually like make a mistake because we don't want to have this controller yet. Let's delete this. You see why I say we made a mistake. All right, so back to the case. Basically, we're still going to run this command, but you're going to see what's going to happen. I want to do double hyphen, then resource. So this is going to create a resource controller for us. All right, so if you should go back to todo controller now, you can see we have everything we needed for our todo for basic code application. The next one we'll do is go ahead and create a model and the migration. So let's make model. So to call the model todo -m to make a migration. Alright, if you don't know this, please make sure you watch a Laravel tutorial, or if you need a Laravel tutorial, comment down below. I'm gonna make one for you guys. Alright, so this will create a model for us called todo. As you can see, not here. Let's go to todo here. Then create a migration for us, which is this. So this migration is where we're gonna start our database table. Initially, you can actually do it from here, but it's more easier from this place. So first one we'll do is have a table of string. So this string is going to be tied to, we just want two fields. Then we want to provide have a text. We can just call this body Vowler. Then once that is done, we can go ahead and do PHP migrate. So this is going to run it and import it to our database. Alright, so basically, if you don't have your database set up in your EAP, this command will not work. Alright. So migrating is going to migrate the other tables here, which is the user table password, because they come by default to the with Laravel. It's going to show you, as you can see them. Then these are our own in this place. All right, so go back. So once that is done, I should go back and click on structure to reload. You can see we have our to-dos here. So which is of title and body. Good. So the first one of these is create. So to create, we're gonna be using a store method in this place. So for the store method, first one of these is validate. So let's go ahead and do request validate. So what we're trying to validate title. So you want title to be required and should be a string. Now go ahead and make it minimum of 3 characters, the maximum of 255 characters. Copy this. This is gonna be body. Then we can just make this one 500. And we can make this 10. Alright. So this is basically the validation. Then the last thing we need to do is just to do. So this is gonna import the to do model. So in case you don't have PHP iterative sense installed, you have to write this to import the model. Okay, so to do create. So what are we gonna create? We want to create this. So our field title request title and for the body. Alright, nice. So inside here, let's go ahead and do a view to do. So we can return this by doing return response. So what response are we returning? We want to return the to do response. So to know that okay, this has been inserted successfully, to do, let's go and have 201. So 201 is for status created, like when you create something. So save this, and basically we are good to go. Good. So basically, what you want to do is head over to api.php. So once you're in api.php, what we are expected to do is create a route, resource. So what will be the name? Let's go ahead and give it the name of our to do. Then our controller is to do controller. Alright. I think yeah, fully class. Alright, good. So what we're gonna do is now head over to Postman. Head over to Postman. Let's create another one. So we want to go ahead and pass our URL. So let's start with PHP serve. So this is gonna run our server for us. So let's copy this, paste it here, and let's do it is always in the API/store. Yep. And don't forget in the headers, you have to make sure you add accept application/JSON. Good. So let's send this, and let's say we get any error. We get an error saying okay, so the route is not found basically. So the route source here is actually not found. This is not correct. Alright, well, actually it seems correct. I think the issue there is on our Postman, with the name after the API here. So once we send a request, this returns nothing. I'm sure we've done application type this thing. Okay, let's go to body and okay, let's make it a post request. Actually, post request, send this. So the post method is not supported for this route. Alright, so basically that route is actually a post request. Then there's an issue somewhere, so let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, sorry, I think we can go ahead and just let's go ahead and create a new terminal here, and let's do PHP route list so as to confirm the routes. Alright, so basically, so I think we are supposed to post to do. There's no store in it, just to do directly. So this to do with taking the store method. Alright, so we are correct, but we don't need to add the store in the URL. So let's go back and let's remove the store. Like here, like this. So let's run this. Good. So we have a title field required, the body field is required. Let's go to the body, add the form data. Let's do title hello world. Let's do body. This must be more than 10 characters. Alright, so let's send this. So add title to fill. Yeah, alright, so we missed this. So we have to go to the model here. We have to do detected, fillable. Alright, so we have to pass title and body. Alright, good. So let's go back there. Let's send. Voila, you can see it is working out. So browser here, browse. So we have it here. Good. Alright, good. So we have it here. Let's go ahead and work on displaying it. Alright, let's go take a look at the route. So the route is also going to be pointed to do, and this is going to be in the index part. So we go to the controller. Let's head over to the index part here. So we can go ahead and do post equals to do all. So this is going to grab everything, but I want to order them by the time. So let's do latest. Okay, so this is going to order them like that, like the newest posts, as you can see. So let's go ahead and return response. Return response. This is going to be post, passing post, and we can just go ahead and specify status code of 200. Alright, save this, head over to your Postman. Then instead of post, set this to get requests. Then send. You can see we have our post here. Because initially, I should go ahead and do post back, I should send it. It's going to create another stuff. Head over to get, send. You see we have 2, 1 and 2. Beautiful. Alright, so next one to do is view an index in like a post by an ID, which is this show in this place. Alright, so the show here is actually in this place here. It is a get, so to do, then the to do stop. So in this ID here, let's just go ahead and change this to do. We're gonna use route model binding to do. So what we're gonna do is just return response to do is going to be equals to do dot find. So let's do find or fail. I actually don't know if it's small letter or this. You can actually go ahead and check it out. I forgot it. So let's just do find to do, and let's do status code of 200. Yeah, we're just gonna use comma. Save this. So I should go ahead and do to do /2. You can see we have ID of 2 fetching the data. Nice. Alright, so we've done the show. The next one to do is update, which is this. So for the update, basically we need everything, like mostly everything in this place here. Alright, so paste it here. So we are validating as expected. Then here we can go ahead and do to do route model binding again. It's going to be to do. So instead of doing this to do create, we're gonna do to do update. So we're gonna update type to request type to and body. Alright, so you can just do 200 here. Alright, so for the update here, we have to use a put request or a patch request. So let's head over here. Let's do a first try patch. So let's do hello world edited. Send this. You can see the field is required. Basically, I don't know why. So now I don't know why they put or this thing doesn't like work in Postman for some case with Laravel, you should also add post. It will work. And that's it will work. Yeah. So what I actually do is I go to the API and I create it by myself by doing route post. I make it a post request instead to do slash to do, right? To do controller class. This is supposed to be an array. So what method are we picking? Update method here. Basically, this is how I do it. Save. So I should go back and post again. Send. Yep, you can see true, meaning it has been updated. So if I should go ahead and get, you can see hello world edited. So for the last thing here we're gonna do is delete. So the delete is basically here the same way route model binding to do, and then just to do delete and return true. Alright, good. So we can just delete it too by I'm going to delete send. You can say true is 1 and false is 0, so it has worked. So if I should go to get and try to get this, because we have an error. So basically, why I said we should use that find or fail, let's just try it out. I think it's find or fail. Send. Okay, not find or fail. So let's just find or fail. Then you can just actually check it out by yourself, or in the next tutorial I'll fix it. Alright, so basically we've done our code application. So let's wait till I make the Flutter part of it. Alright, see you next time.